rear sort of lower region of the metal part of the wheel arch. As it goes into the quarter panel, we get a bit of rot there, a bit of rot in the lower edge of the top tailgate and the sills, back of the sills particularly. So get one, get it treated, so it doesn't rust in the first place is the best policy. But if you're buying one that's older, just have a look at the rear wheel arches and rear top tailgate and inner sills, and you'll find that you can save yourself a bit of a headache. Turn around here. So yeah, the other bits to check on them, there's not a great deal, to be fair. Some of the gearboxes are weaker than others, so TD6 one, if it's had a hard life and it's got the GM 5-speed, which it will have, you don't want one that's had a hard life, because the gearbox, they don't like it. They say mapping them it doesn't break them, just wears them out, but actually, unless somebody's flat to the floor all the time, that's rubbish. Just the odd time when they need a bit of extra oomph, I don't see that being a problem, to be fair. Plus the fact they're rated to tow 3.5 tonne, so unless they're towing 3.5 tonne and booting the foot down, I don't see how you could say that that's what's caused the problem. So, but all the other boxes are pretty good actually, all the other gearboxes. Later ones, 8-speed box is fitted to so many other vehicles that it's a ZF box and it's bulletproof. Just get the oil changed every now and again, and get the axle oils changed as well. Look after it. None of these things are cheap to do as by way of servicing, but it's worth doing. Definitely worth doing. Because you end up preempting so many problems by just having it serviced properly. The other things that can be problematic are things like electronic handbrake. Try and get one that's got just a standard handbrake. It's probably a better idea. So you're ending up pre 4.4 if you don't fancy the idea of a sort of pre-2010, if you don't fancy electronic handbrake. If you do have one with electronic handbrake, get it adjusted regularly. So every 6 months, put it in for an adjustment, and that again will stop it having problems. Most of the problems are caused by them not being adjusted upright, and then too much travel on the cables, etc., and that creates problems. So yeah, get one, enjoy it, look after it, and it's they are a pretty awesome car. Get a good one. This one that we're in now, I spent 6 months or more looking before I bought, and then I actually bought it 4 years ago, and it's been no problem at all. For my own peace of mind, I replaced discs and pads all round. I've done regular oil changes on it, regular filters, and that's about it really. I think it's had one set of pads since, the discs and pads. It's been pretty reliable, it has to be said. I haven't had any problems with it. It just does what it says it will do, but it's been pampered and looked after. So that's maybe the key. Definitely get regular oil changes, definitely get all the fluids changed on the drivetrain, and it'll look after you. Well, it hasn't done massive mileage, this one. It's only done 133,000. And you can see a lot newer ones with more mileage than that on. But looked after, they should easily do 200,000 miles. You just got to look after them. You're starting to see some of them now with knocking up 300,000 miles. Occasionally they come up for sale with that sort of mileage on. Trouble is, at that sort of mileage, they go so cheap that people then think, oh, I've only paid 1,500 quid for it, and it's going to cost me that to get it, you know, the bits and pieces done on it. Oh, it spoils almost sort of spoils the deal, so they don't have it done. But it's the only way to look after them, to keep them running right, unfortunately. So you have to spend the money. Anyway, so yeah, if you like Range Rovers, get one, enjoy it, but look after it, and it will look after you.